Hello all, Zysos here. This will be a stream. This is a live stream. It is currently Thursday the 23rd of January. I am streaming it'll be a She-Hulk Justice deck. I'm opting for She-Hulk because it's currently on the Deck Celsius Discord. They've currently got it set as the deck of the week. And it's been a while since I've played She-Hulk Justice. So first up we'll need the Justice cards and the She-Hulk cards, and we'll use this promo, which I believe is the Gen Con promo, which is actually one I don't own in real life. We also need the neutral cards. Okay, so what I'm going to start with, I'm going to start by building a deck, just to show thought process, etc. I know I've done it a few times, but most of the videos get lost due to recording faults. Then I'm going to take a quick break, make sure the recording recorded, because I'm pretty sure I've got that down, but I need to be certain on that. I'm going to take on Rhino? Nah, not Rhino. Let's go Risky Business. Okay. Expert, so I don't need that one. That's 2A, 1A, so that's the deck for that. Not what I wanted. I don't know if you can pick that up. Okay. Green Goblin 3, Green Goblin 2. We'll just use the Rhino tracker. And then we'll grab that for that. So HP 18. And from what I remember, we don't search for any cards in Risky Business. Though, I do need Standard, Expert. I'm going to roll a d4 against these four to determine the okay, so 3, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3. So Power Drain, Risky Business. Shuffled. Let's build the deck. Okay. So we have, let's just make sure they're all here, followed, and Concussive Blow. Cool. They're the 2 new cards that have come out since the core set for Justice, and part of the reason I want to try this out at the moment. So I want to put 3 copies of Concussive Blow. This is because I want to base my deck around it, and the ability to confuse allows you to swap into Alter Ego more often, so that I can more actively make use of Jennifer Walters and Jennifer Walters' amazing ability and She-Hulk's flip ability of Do You Even Lift, and I object for Jennifer Walters. So that's the start of my deck. The way I normally build it, I don't normally do my building in Tabletop Sim, but I do something similar to this, where I try to create groups of 5 5 groups of 5 to add on to the 15 that we have from the base from the hero set. So for instance, if I grab Nick Fury and Mockingbird out, which I often put in basically every deck, though Mockingbird I can see arguments for removing at the moment. Nick Fury's just way too efficient for what he does. Because I often include Mockingbird, I end up in a situation where this is one of my groups of 5, basically all the time. And I think here I want that set. Lockjaw, we'll see. I'm not certain if I want to include that just yet. Now, let's look at these other cards and see what else we got. So I'm looking for things that solve problems, either weaknesses or up my strengths a lot, or that do something that has a lot of value. So maybe there's a resource type, like for instance, the only color of resource that She-Hulk cares about in her hero set is mental. So if I don't include any mental cards, I won't be able to use Superhuman Law Division. It's a powerful card. I want to avoid that if at all possible, and I can't cheat that easily. So let's look for options. So options we have a neutral card that helps with that at the moment. So we could go in on the Enhanced Awareness. Where's that? There. Let's make it. I don't think it's going to get any bigger. So Enhanced Awareness to generate some mental resources, or it's also mental resource itself, or I could just put a bunch of mental resources in my deck. See how we go on that front. I definitely want mental resources. I already want mental resources. I'm going to get 3 copies of For Justice. She-Hulk doesn't actually have that good a thought value, so she's going to need to get her thought done from cards. And this is a powerful card. 4 threat removal is a lot of threat to remove at once. Now, let's have a look at these. Power of Justice is looking really good. It allows us to hit both of these. Another thing I needed to consider is the fight here. I'm starting to, because I need these all to combo together. So I definitely want Daredevil in this case. Starting with all the allies is normally a good call, but I don't want to take it for granted. For instance, I actually don't think Lockjaw is all that good in most cases. So you could probably he might not make the cut here, but he is a fist icon, which I need for my concussive blows. We've got the 2 Power of Leaderships. 2 of the 3 cards that require a particular resource are not leadership, Power of Justice, because 2 of the 3 cards that require a particular resource are justice cards, meaning they pull double value on this, in that you get the wild and the resource you need. So I've still got 2 rows down here and this slot up here. So that leaves me with 11 cards. Jessica Jones doesn't have a good resource type. Lockjaw does. Jessica Jones is a lot better than Lockjaw. To start with, just 1 consequential damage is pretty good. Though they cost about the same, because Lockjaw you always play from your discard, so you're not losing the card from hand to play him. Now, if I remember right, Great Justice is the only one here. Okay, so we've got Great Responsibility and Surveillance Team are the blue icons. Everything else is yellow. And in neutral, let's see if we have any reds. It's Honorary Avengers, Downtime. And Helicarrier. Okay. I don't normally run a lot of Helicarriers and Avengers Mansions in solo. They're too expensive to play down. You're probably not going to get value out of them. That much value out of them a lot of the time. I'm really thinking about leaning into the enhanced awareness to get the mental resources. I think I'm just going to do it. This is a testing deck anyway. I don't know how this is going to go. I want to put... I don't know if I want to put one copy of Downtime. I want to put one copy of Endurance. This is just so that you can get full value off Gamma Slam. The full 15 damage is only available if you can have boost your hit points. Although I'm probably going to run Honorary Avenger alongside this. Anyway, which means I probably want more allies. So maybe I'll put in the Jessica Jones as well. I'm thinking 2 copies of Helicarrier. Now that I've got the enhanced awareness, I think I'm going to focus on red icons to try and boost my density of that. I don't want to go over 2 Helicarriers, that way I can have one in play and still have a red icon in my deck. The only Avenger I have is Hellcat. It's the only Avenger you have available if you're playing Justice at the moment, is your unique hero one. Let's start with this and try and crop it down. Okay. Downtime could get me one, Lockjaw could get me one. I think I'm grabbing Jessica Jones. I think I'm putting in Lockjaw. So that's 25 cards. That's how many I need. Now, I just need to think about what I want to do. I do want to... When I recover, I want to recover as much as possible. So maybe I will move an Honorary Avenger. I don't really need them, they're just there for red icons to put in Downtime. It seems fair. These are my entirety of my blue icons, I definitely don't want to remove them. This is what I need the red icons for, and I think is really powerful, so we want to stick around with that. I don't want emergencies, I don't think I want any of these. First aid's an option, but not one I'm going to want. I value the hit at the end that they soak up too much, that I just don't want to have these. Avengers Mansion is an option and would really... Avengers Mansion is an option, but I don't rate it that highly in She-Hulk solo because it's just so hard to get down when you're in She-Hulk turns, which should be about half your turns. So we have some more blue icons that aren't particularly efficient. 4 damage is like an attack with She-Hulk. A little bit more, but it's not something I'm valuing super highly at the moment. And Great Responsibility does have some synergy with my boosted HP here. I can already get up to 20. But what would I be cutting? It'd either be my blue, my red base, my allies, or my resources. Or my 2 events that I think are actually very good. Like this one, these 2 that I'm basing my deck around. I think we're good. I think we're done here. So, deck is built. I would normally jump straight into playing it. Easiest way to test it, particularly a solo deck where you don't need people. Just jump in and play. Now, there are a lot of these cards do end up in play. Honorary Avenger, the Downtime. That could cause a problem long term. Might not have enough reds after I'm set up. This is the least efficient way for me to do this. That'll be a problem with the concussive blow. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. All onto there. And flip. Shuffle. Okay. What do I need? I need a She-Hulk life total. I don't believe there's a when revealed on Whiskey Business. Put Criminal Enterprise, flip, and completed. Comes into play with 2 threat per player. Oh wait, there's a dial for that. So, 18 hit points. 2 tokens on here. 2 threat on there. My obligation needs to go in there. And I'm just going to quickly check something on the stream here.